Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make a cape sleeve dress, but I don't know the network today. It's so bad. It is bad. Pray for me. I need prayers. Yes. So how is everyone? You're most welcome to my live. So this is what I'm going to use today. This is on fold. This will be our fabric. I'm going to draft direct on the fabric. I'll not use a pattern. I'll just use this. So I hope the network works so well. Yeah, just check it here on my laptop to see when I get off and when I'm back. So I'm going to cut the front and the back together, so I'll not waste a lot of time. Yes. So this is the back, this is the front. I'm going to leave some inches here. Some inches for let me first even rule them out. Yeah, it will be easier that way. Oh, is my video well? Can you really see very well? God help me. So I'm ruling out 2 inches from the back. I'll rule them out. I hope you're seeing. Yeah. So these 2 inches, they are going to be for the sewing allowance in our center back. So I'll not use them. I'll leave them aside when I'm cutting. I hope you can understand me. So when we are making our pattern, we shall begin from here. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pin so that this does not move. Okay? My goodness. It's prayer time, don't mind so much. Yeah. So I don't know if you're really seeing so well, but my network is not so good. We are going to start our drafting. We are drafting direct in the fabric. So we are going to start. We are going to start with drafting. So I'm going to make my neckline. So this we've left it for sewing allowance for the back. Yeah, I'm drafting the front and back together. So I have 4 layers. Yeah, the front is on fold and the back is on fold. I left some space there. So I'm going to come. I need a neck of 3 inches. And I need my shoulder to be 7.5 inches. So I'm going to come here down by, let me first rule out leave some space here up. So when I'm drafting, I'll leave like 1 inch. Yeah. So the 3 inches I'm taking them from this part. 3 inches for the neckline and 7.5 inches for the shoulder. Shoulder, we divide it by 2 shoulder measurements. So you come down here, and I'm going to use a neckline of 1.5 inches on the back and 3 inches on the front. I don't know if you're seeing. Because the network is bad. Let me just draft this on a paper, then I'll transfer to the fabric because the network is really bad and it might not be visible. Yeah. So I'll do it on paper, then I'll take it to the fabric so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start again. So I'm ruling out this line here like this, and after ruling out the line, I'm going to take my measurements. I'm going to take my back neckline. It is going to be 1.5, and my front neckline, my back neckline will be 1.5, and my front neckline 3. I'm all going to put them here. So I'll come here and make a neckline of 3 inches. So I'll also take my shoulder measurement. You get your shoulder divided by 2. You put what you get. So after there, I'm going to take my bust measurement. And after there, I'm going to take my waist measurement, which is 16. And after that, I'll take my hip measurement, which is 25. And My network is on and off, guys. Network is on and off, guys. I have. So after that, putting in our chest line, I'm going to come and divide this by 2 and get the center point. When I get the center point, I'll come in by 0.5 inches to make an armhole. So I'll come on my bust measurement and take my nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 7. Divide by 2 is 3.5. Also, I come here and do the same. And also, I come here and do the same. So I'll get my ruler and make a straight line to connect these 3 lines. So after connecting the 3 lines, I'll come here and take a dart of 2 inches. 2 inches will not be so big. Okay, let's make 1.5, which makes it 0.75 and 0.75 on the other side. So I'll come here up and on the bust line and come down by 1 inch and come on my hip line and come up by 2 inches. Then I'll connect those lines. So for the waist that we used 1.5, okay? Yeah. So what now I'm going to do, I'm going to come here on my bust and take my bust measurement, which is my bust divided by 4, which is 9.5. I'll add 1 inch, which will be my sewing allowance. I'll take the same measurement of the bust and put it on the chest line. So for the waist, I'll take my waist, which is 8.5. I'll add the 1.5 inch, this one. I'll add it 1.5 and add 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then I'll come on my hip measurement and take my hip measurement, which is 11.25. Your hip, you divide it by 4 plus 1 inch, which is 12.25. So after that, I'm coming here on my armhole. What I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this point to this point to this point. That's for the front pattern. So I'll connect to this, and again I'll come and connect to this. Okay, so since I'm going to use this pattern to do the front and the back, I'm going to come here and also make another. I'll come here and make another what? I'll make here and make another armhole, yes, like this. So this is the back. If I'm cutting the back, I'll use this line, and if I'm cutting the front, I'll use this line, the inner line. Okay, so the same applies to the neckline. If I'm going to cut the front neckline, I'll use 3 by 3, which is this that I'm making. And if I'm going to cut the back neckline, I'm going to use 1.5 by 3, which is this one. So this pattern will cut the front and the back. Okay, I hope you got me. So after that, I'm going to connect my lines, yeah, to here, and then to here. And then since this is a dress, this is a long dress. Yes, it's a long dress up to the feet. Yeah. So I'm going to use the same measurement I used on the waist, on the hip. It's the same measurement I use on my full length. So this is not my full length, but I'll adjust the length on the fabric. So I'll use, this was 12.25. I'll also use 12.25 here. I'll just connect it. So this is not going to be an A-shaped dress. It's just going to be a, is it pencil dress, and it will not have butt contour. Yeah, we shall not contour on the butt area. It shall go straight to down. So I want him to come in here and take a waist bust dart. Yeah, not waist dart. I'll take a bust dart of 1.5. This bust dart will, okay, yeah. So when I'm cutting the 1 inch, but I'll leave the 0.5 on this dart to cater with the sewing allowance, because in the center here I'll snatch a bit. So here, this dart on the back, I'm going to use 1 inch for the dart. So I'll do that on the fabric, but I'll cut it as it is, because when I don't know what I should say. I'm going to cut it like this for the back, because I'll need some allowance for sewing in the back. I don't know if you understood it, but you understand later. When you digest it, you'll understand. So this outline is for the back pattern. One thing, I had joined this, but I'm going to unjoin it. I'm going to remove it and cut. So I'll unfold it. So I'm going to deal with the back pattern first, with the back. So as I told you, for the back we left 2 inches sewing allowance. I rolled out this line. If you cannot see it, there is a line of 2 inches here. So let me just detach this. I thought I'll cut together, but it was not possible because of the network. So I'm going to cut my dress using this pattern. I'm starting with the back first. So don't mind about this. This is sewing allowance for the back. We have a zipper here and the rest. So don't be confused. I'm making the back pattern now. I'm cutting the back side of our dress. Yeah. So now that we have aligned the pattern, this is called what? Laying out. Yeah. We have laid out, we are going to cut. Should I cut this dress with sleeves? No, I'll put long sleeves. I'll put long sleeves on the dress. So yeah, let me start from here. So when we are cutting here we leave some 0.5 inches. This is for sewing allowance. So watch out when you're cutting. Okay. So we are not leaving sewing allowance here. We already included it in our, when we are making the pattern. Yeah. So I'm going to come here and take an inch and a dot of 0.5 on each side. So the back dart, I'm going to use 1 inch for the back dart. So I'll use 1 inch, 0.5 here and 0.5 here. So which is going to make it 1 inch. And when I'm making the back dart, I'm going to make it to the bust line. Don't get confused, please. I'm just allocating the back dart. The back dart is 1 inch, I told you. So I will connect it to the bust line. The front dart is here. Maybe I would have used a different color. So this is the back part, the back dart. So I'll use blue. I'll use this to connect down. I'm going to get my tracing wheel. This is a tracing wheel. I'm going to show where my dart passes. When I trace with this, I'll find it on the fabric. So there are small tools that look useless, but they are useful. So I don't have to struggle to see where does the dart pass. No. If I have this, I can easily detect where the dart passes. Okay. So since this is hard paper, I put in some strength. Yeah. Okay, that will be enough. So I'm done with that. So I'm going to come down. I'm just going to bring this line straight to down. It's going to come straight. I'm not going to make it to contour it or make it larger. No, I'll just bring it straight down like this. Then I'll cut the rest. So after doing this, I'm going to come here on my waist. This is my waist. This is my waist. Okay. So I'm going to come on the neckline. I'm going to come on my neckline and add 1 inch. 1 inch. I hope you get me. On my neckline, I added 1 inch. So here, I'll not add anything. I'll come on my hip line and add 1.25. You may add 1.5, but I've added 1.25. It will be enough for me. Yeah, it will be enough. So I've added 1.25. 1.25 is okay. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. My dear, if you don't know how to use, if you don't know how to sew on a small sewing allowance, don't add here, add 0.5, here use 1.5, here use 1.5. But me, I can easily sew on a small sewing allowance. Okay, so I'm going to come here like this and connect this line to the waist and come and connect here to the hip. You might not be seeing, but here I've not added sewing allowance. Here I've added 1 inch. Here I've added 1.25. You can add 1.5 here and add 1.5 here if you don't know how to sew on a small sewing allowance. There are people who don't know how to put a zipper on a small sewing allowance. So if you don't know how to do that, add 1.5 here, add 0.5 here, and add 1.5 here. Okay, so after this I'll just take this straight down, because this I said I'm not contouring this dress, I'm just leaving it as it is. Okay, yeah. So remember, in our dart here we have 0.5, we have a 0.5 inch allowance. Okay, so that 0.5 inch will cater for this, will cater for here. Okay, so here we've not added that much sewing allowance, so there's 0.5 in this that will cater for this. I don't know if you understood me. For the front it is 1.5, but for the back it is a 1 inch dart. So there is 0.5 here in this dart, so it is going to cater for the back allowance for here, that 0.5. I've told you, if you don't know to sew on a small sewing allowance, add 0.5 here and add 0.5 here and add 0.5 here. I hope I'm clear, my dears. Yes, someone has asked the question, isn't that 1 inch below the bust line to get perfection? Yes, it's 1 inch. You can see I have 2 dots here. This, I have 2 dots, 1 stops here. I'm using one pattern to make the front and the back. So right now I'm cutting the back and the dart passes here, and I use the tracing wheel to trace from here to up here and from here to up here. So the second dart starts from here, which is exactly 1 inch below the bust line. Okay, I hope you got me, my dear. I hope we are together. So there are 2 dots, as you can see. Yeah, so from here to here it's 1 inch. So the front dart starts here to here, and the back dart starts here. I hope you understood, my dear. Thank you. So I'm going to just cut. So this is my back. And if you want your dress to be tight a little bit, you can do this, and not to get some zipper gapping, you can come here and take 0.5, 0.5 on each side and come in. I'll not do that, but I'm just showing you. Yeah, I'll not do that. I want my dress to be a little bit free. So you can come on this line. If you want your dress to not to make a zipper bulge and to fall on your body very well, you can come and take 0.5 inches, 0.5 inches here, and come like this. I'll do this. On your pattern, but I'm not doing that today, okay? Yeah, I'm not doing that today. There are a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. You can check them out, how to remove this. But today I'm not doing that, okay? It was just a by the way. So I'm done now with the back pattern. I'm going to cut the front pattern. So I don't know if you can see, but you can see where with the tracing wheel, you can see where my dot passes, okay? My dot, you can see it here. Yeah. So I'm going on the back part. But before doing the back part, I'm going to modify my pattern a little bit. Yeah. So I'm going to come here and remove this. So, and also come here and remove this. So for the dart, I'm going to take from here to here. This is the dart which passes on the outer sides. Yeah. So this is my front part, and I'm going to cut it on fold. So this is on fold, you can see, okay? Yeah. So I'm getting my pins and pinning it down. So yeah, this is it. And my goodness, I forgot something. Oh my God. What do I do? I'll just sew in this dart. Yeah, I'll sew it. I don't feel like removing. So we have a dart here. I'm making a bust dart here. So when you use a tracing wheel, you find it on the fabric. On this my fabric, not all fabrics. This my fabric is luxurious, so you'll find it here. And now I'm taking this dart, you see, from here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is enough. So I'm also going to take this as a straight line to down. Yeah, from here I'm going to mark this straight to down. Already the sewing allowance is included, so I'll not need to add sewing allowance. Yeah, so this is it. So cut. So I'm done with cutting my front pattern, and you can see here I have a dot here, it is indicated, and a dot here, it's also indicated. Yeah, so I'm done with this. So I'm going to cut my cup. So I'm done with this. So I'm going to cut my cup, but before you cut your cup, you must take your measurements. You must take your measurement where you want your cup to be, to stop. And you also take your bust, from your bust. So I want my cup to be 44 inches, to drop down by 44 inches. Then on those 44 inches, I'll add my measurement of my from shoulder to shoulder, which will be 19. 44 plus 19 is what? 44 plus 19 is 50. Huh? 44 plus 19 is 60 what? 44. Mathematics. Don't abuse my mathematics teacher. 44 plus 19 is 63, I think. So I'm going to use this for my cup. Yeah. For my cup gown. Cup what? I don't know. Is it gown? So I need 63. 44 plus, my God. 44 plus 44. Oh, no, it's not even, it's not 44 plus 19. It's 10 plus 44, 56. 56. Yeah, it's 56. So 56 plus times 2, because I measure my length where I want my cups, this to stop, and I add halfway of my from the chest to the shoulder, which is 10. From the mid of my back to the shoulder, it's 10 plus the 44, which is 50. 54 times 2. 54 times 2 is what? That one. So use your measurements. Measure yourself from where I want this to stop. I'm making a cap gown dress. You want where I want this to stop, and you add your round arm measurement around. I don't know. That's what. Let me just come here like this. From this point to this point is what? It's not a shoulder. It's what? I don't know. That one. So from one side of the sleeve to the other side of the sleeve. You see these are 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's folded into 2. This is on fold, making it 4 layers. So I'm going to measure my 54 inches, which will be 54 inches. If you don't have material, this cap sleeve, leave it because it's material consuming. $54 A. What is this? 54. 54 is too much. Hey. When you tell a customer the dress is expensive, she'll say, why? You're just expensive. Imagine you're making this with real fabric. It will really take a lot of fabric. You get? So the customer has to be understanding, and you have to charge your worth, because you have to go back to the market and buy another. Okay. Yeah, so it's 54. Yeah, now I think I have the 54. I'll have to decrease it a bit. So I'll take this. So it's like 1 inch more than 54, but I'll take that. So I'm just cutting. Yeah. So this is what we are going to use. Yes. So you can see it's too much. This is on fold. So I'm going to come here in the center of this, the midpoint of this, which is this, okay? So I'm going to take my neck measurement, just that. Let me just use this pattern. I'll not disturb myself. I'll use this pattern. Let me make it what? Let me increase it a bit. I'll use 4 by 4. Is it? Won't it be too big? 4 by 3. Yeah, 4 by 3. Let me make 4 by 3. Four inches by 3 inches down. I hope the head passes. I hope the head passes. So it's like this. So this is it. Let me use my hand. Okay. Where have I put the scissors, you people? Okay, yeah. So I'm using, yeah. So that is it. This is what I'm going to use. Isn't it so long? I might cut from it, but I'll leave it like this. So this will be my cap gown. Yeah. And when we open it, I think it will be enough. When we open it, it's like this. So this is where you pass your head, huh? Yeah, it's like this, and you wear it. I'll show you in my next video. I'll just put up a video of how it came out. So this is it. I don't add anything to this. If you're using fabric, you have to cut, what is it called? My English is not so good. You have to cut a fabric of the same and stitch it, and then top stitch. Okay, so that's how it will come out. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stitch my dress, put on the sleeves. I'm even thinking of what sleeves to use. What kind of sleeves should I use? Because I need long sleeves. This is a Muslim wear. It's not a Muslim wear, but it's mostly Muslims wear it. So yeah, this is it. So this part is done too. I'm just going to the sewing part, and I'm not sewing here. So if it was fabric, I would have sewn here. I would have used binding or bias, or use, what is it called, interfacing, and do what. So when I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to sew on camera because my network is not good. So when we are sewing, we are first going to sew the back like this. Wrong sides. On the wrong side, we sew in our dart. It is already visible. I traced it. Then we come and sew in our darts on the front pattern. We sew in our darts on both sides, and then join the dress. That is it. This cap gown, we just put it on top of this dress, and I'll add the sleeves on. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with my bad network. You've been so very good people. I love you so much, and God loves you. Yes. I've had chats that I've not seen so much of them. So thank you. I have to go.